Alright everybody, just give me a moment to finish setting everything up and then we'll get started. Hey Cool K, hey Psycho. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the delay, everybody. So, yo, peoples! Whew! You know, even though I have this game as a full playthrough on my channel, this is my first time ever using like my official recording software to do it with. Because last time when I was when I first played Nioh back then, I didn't have like this mic, I didn't have like this Elgato recording, I didn't have all this nice stuff to give you the quality that I can give it to you now. All I had was the PlayStation record button and like the starter PlayStation mic headset that I used to start out with. And this is well before I started making official playthroughs of games. So to come back to this game and play it and stream it for you guys with all this stuff, like so much time has passed between when I first played Nioh all the way up until now. But wow, this is kind of nostalgic for me, bringing this game back to the channel and everything. So, needless to say, this is I'm happy to play through some of these. Now, the game plan for today is we still have some missions to complete that I still haven't done from like the final DLC for Nioh. And then I'll let you guys see some of the harder difficulties and just how ridiculous the difficulty can get. So, if you notice, I got like 123,000, 123 million, 123 billion and Merida, which is a lot. And you get that from playing on harder difficulties like okay, so Way of the Samurai is the first difficulty. Way of the Strong is the second. Way of the Demon is the third. Way of the Wise is the fourth. And Way of the Nioh is the fifth difficulty. You can see how much progress I've made in that due to just how tough the game is. Like, if we go to the level of one of these, it is level 970. 900s. It's in the 900s. It's ridiculous. And this is just the first region, the Kyushu region. So if we were to go to the other ones, like the Kinki region, like they're still in the 900s. Actually, do they ever turn to like the thousands? No, it looks like they stay in the 900s. Also, I'm gonna let you guys know, for any of you students out there, if you in college, make sure you pay your student loans. I say that because I got like an email letting me know that, hey, you got this thing coming up, and I didn't want to miss it, and it messed your credit up. You definitely don't want that. But that's just a little bit of a service announcement. Alright, so let's just go back to the Siege of Osaka. And I have Guardian in the Shadows. We'll get us some Young Amyo Mage Locks, a Ryomen Sukuna Axe. Hey! The references to a boss we're going to be fighting in too. There's references to enemies and bosses that are not in this game, that are actually in the next game. So it's kind of a little bit of a nice touch there. A band of evil Amyo mages are planning to place a deadly curse on an important figure in the Tokugawa clan. They must want to use the disruption to seize control of the country from behind the scenes. We cannot allow this to happen. Sir Anjin, would you help us put an end to their machinations? If you allow it, I should like to accompany you on this task. Honestly, I find samurai so cool. If I was in Middle Ages Japan, I would be training in the ways. Wouldn't we all? And then Fuku, still as bad as I remember. Inariyama is sacred ground, said to be where the god Inari first descended, and is the first temple among the many Inari temples dotted around Japan. Some say the mountain's flickering foxfire is the yokai holding a festival. Some rumors state that walking along the paths of countless torii have entranced some people, leaving them lost and doomed to wander the mountain for eternity. As you can see, I'm decked out in the most knightly of gear. Hey there, Kodama! I saved a lot of Kodama over the course of me playing this game. And I'm gonna be doing it all over again. Hold on, I just got like a... People are reacting to stuff I did like last year. What in the world? Wild West is awesome too. I picture myself with a cowboy hat and a revolver on each hip. Alright, so this is obviously going to let us open this from the other side. Yep, seems to be held shut by some kind of power. Okay, so it's not even that, it's just that it's closed from the other side. Alright, so as you can see, I'm in the manliest of knightly gear, complete with my big old broadsword. Of course, knights didn't use kusarigama, so I just left that as it was. And I got the most basic looking bow, but don't let any of that stuff fool you, because it is in the level 200s. Like, this gear is broken. Defense is in the thousands and hundreds for this weapon, for these armor pieces and these weapons that I have. So, needless to say, I should not have any trouble. If I do, then hey, I don't need to be playing. I ain't got no business playing Nioh 2. As you can see, so William is mad broken. Well, as broken as I made him. I made him with the most hold on. Look, bruh. I'm not even taking any damage, it's only damaging my stamina. Backstab! Oh, the lovely backstab for days. A bow in the hands of a skilled archer can be deadly even at close range. Well, I obviously don't fit that bill right now. I don't need that Magatama, but I'll sell it for some money. Also, here's one thing I'm wondering. In Nioh 2, is ninjutsu going to be as broken as it was during the beginning of Nioh? Because a lot of people relied on ninjutsu, including myself, when it was mad broken. Then they patched it out, and then it wasn't as powerful anymore. But I'm just trying to get that little building material there. Don't do this to me. I just wonder, is it going to be as broken as it was before? Amulet of camaraderie. It's not nice to hit the lady. Find it funny and samurai is in night gear? I thought I'll see the day. Yeah. And decapitation. Okay, you gotta be careful where you go because sometimes some areas will lock you out because they're like one-way paths, but you don't know that until you pass through it. Like, see here? Sacred water. Signpost and Horokudama. Woo! My backstab is so powerful it hits in the 10,000s. I literally built my sword for it. So try me if you want to. Feel like an adult now, huh? Okay, that's my sword. Let's go for... I've been slowed! Help! Oh, she killed them all. Thank you, Fuku! Hank of yokai here. Alright, now we got a way back just in case we die. I mean, we're not going to die because we're still kind of broken. Especially with the gear we have on and the gear I've built. So we'll be fine. But yeah, I just want to talk to you guys for a little bit. Okay, so let me just explain what I was talking about earlier when it came to like credit scores and, you know, like student loans. So I used to go to a university called Liberty University, and I was going to major in information systems. Now, at first I thought that it was something that I wanted to do. I honestly did. I thought it would help me in ways that could, you know, help me broaden my horizon and help out how I do things. And even during that time, I was still getting into doing my channel and everything. And at a point, I just figured, like, you know, I'm going to this university, but I'm not. No! Fuku! Ah, we got it. Wait, what happened? Oh, right, I forgot. The guardian spirit I have automatically activates when I'm near death, which means, yeah, because I have a phoenix guardian spirit. And the bar recharges with Amrita anytime I kill an enemy, so it makes it so that this thing stays on and extended for a nice long period of time. But yeah, continuing where I left off. I wanted to major in information systems because I thought it was something I wanted to do, and I absolutely believed that it was something I wanted to do. But it wasn't. And after a while, I started to wonder, okay, why am I here? Because because I thought it would line up with what I actually wanted to do with my life, and it didn't. So I still went there for a little while, and it didn't start to click to me that the talents that I've been given, how do I put this? The talents that I've been given, it didn't really resonate with what I was learning at the university. And I thought to myself, well, why am I still here? And so I just stopped. I just stopped going. I made that decision. And because what I was learning at the university was not lined up with what I actually wanted to do with my life. And frankly, I kind of didn't want to pay student loans off for the rest of my life. So I had to, cut it off at the head before it got too much for me to handle. And I know some people would like to tell you that, hey, college is the best thing for you, but at the same time, you got to make that decision for yourself. So it took a nice long while for me to make that decision of whether I wanted to continue going or not, and I made that decision. And at this point in my life, I can't say that I'm any happier, because now I'm doing what I love, what I really love, and it's something that I kind of want to do for the rest of my life, because this is what my talents lie. I love entertaining people, and what I was going to major in didn't really mesh well with that. Plus, it made it harder for me to make videos for you guys because I had to dedicate so much time to assignments and tests and quizzes. Like, half the time when I was doing like my Hero read-throughs, like way back when, I want to say back in 2019, 2018, yeah, I was doing those read-throughs, and right after I got done with those, I had to do like tests and assignments, and I pretty much got tired of doing that and, sacrificing so much time in order to get through it. So yeah, that's kind of what's been happening with me, because I never really talk about this sort of thing, but I decided to, because I don't mind talking to you guys. But I also say to say this: if you're in college and you paying student loans, pay them on time. Doesn't matter how much it is, you pay them jokers on time, because ain't nobody trying to have no bad credit scores. No! 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 You leave the lady alone! Your time is not over! Stand up and fight! So, even though I'm level like 200, oh, I hate this enemy so much. Ow! That is the first time I've died on this difficulty. Elixirs have been restocked from the 700 I have. Alright, so the Kusarigama ain't giving me the little jump that I need. Alright, we need to go around so we can get my guardian spirit back. Where you at, ma'am? There you go. Hey CJ, what's going on? Playing some Nioh and talking about my time at college. And now the unique thing about this sword, even though it looks like a broadsword, I transformed everything to not look the way it does. Kind of like Ryujin Jaka from Bleach. How it just looks like an ordinary cane, but it's actually one of the most powerful Zanpakuto in all of the Soul Society. Well, yeah. This is in fact the Dragon Sword of Legend of Ninja Gaiden. So, and I spent a lot of time upgrading its effects, like increasing its damage to the levels it is, and the familiarity of it isn't even maxed out, and it has an A rank familiarity damage bonus. So needless to say, this is the strongest and most powerful weapon that I have ever created. And the thing is, unlike all this gear, because this is divine gear, which is the highest rank gear that one can get, but this is ascended gear. What is the name for it? I forget the name. But it's higher than divine. And the amount of time I put into upgrading it, because like even the weapon itself can get to level 300, and it's only at level 280. So it's mad powerful, and this thing was made to kill yokai. But it's not even at its strongest yet. So there's still a little ways to go. But that makes me wonder, this sword is the most perfect weapon to take on yokai with, and it's not even maxed out. So I'm kind of wondering what type of weapons and stuff are we gonna get when Nioh 2 drops, because I still got the timer on for Nioh and the countdown timer, and it says like I can't wait for new information. Also, it's speaking of new information, Eustace Captain Kidda has been confirmed playable for Pirate Warriors 4, which means the only remaining supernova that's in the game that has yet to be confirmed playable to any capacity is Diaz Drake. And we're gonna pray here. And I can't enhance my guardian spirits anymore because I've already maxed them out. Level 60. Amrita earned using living weapon, which means that if I'm killing enemies and earning Amrita when I'm using living weapon mode, it doesn't run out as fast. And if I were to put some effects on my armor to make it so that I increase the Amrita I gain, then and increase the charge, then it's just going to make it so that my living weapon stays active for a very long period of time. Alright, I see you over there, big boy. I'm sure if the lady wanted tongue, she would have asked for it. You know what's funny? In Nioh 2, there are different types of weapons, specifically yokai weapons and purified weapons. Yokai weapons do wonders against human enemies, and purified weapons do wonders against yokai enemies. So I'm pretty sure someone's going to make a Geralt of Rivia character, and they're going to have 2 swords just like Geralt, one for humans and one for monsters. That's pretty much how it works out now. But I know I was talking about me being in college for a little bit, but I just want to leave it on that note, and then I'm going to stop talking about it. In life, find out what you're good at. I mean, truly find out what you're good at. And I know a lot of people can say, like, college is the answer, or college is the way to go if you want to get to a good job. We got people out here who don't attend college at all, and they're running businesses. Now, I'm not saying that you automatically shouldn't go to college or anything, but I'm just saying, overall, find out if it's something that you want to do. Don't do it because other people want you to do it. Don't do it because, you know, you don't want people to think little of you just because you're not in it. Find out if it's something you want to do completely. And at the same time, still find out what you're good at, because what you do and what you're good at is more than capable of providing for you for the rest of your life. Oh no, my neck! Who told you you could break my neck with your neck? How do you break a person's neck with your neck? But yeah, that's just my little service announcement there. I had to pay off some student loans a little bit, some of which were kind of overdue, but pay no attention to that. But it's all good now because I'm not about to have no bad credit scores because of thus and such. But yeah, find out what you're capable of doing and what you're good at, and then just cultivate it. Cultivate it until you are not capable of cultivating it anymore, which should be impossible because you should always be able to constantly cultivate what you're doing to the point where it actually starts providing for you. Now, I'm still in the process of that, like what I'm doing here. It's still good. It's still I didn't want to pick that up. It's still taking a little time for this to turn into like a full paying thing, but I digress. I'm not stopping until it does. So I know I've been droning on for a little bit, you know, I didn't want to talk your ears off or anything, but that's just something that was laid on my heart to just, you know, speak out there for everybody. Your gifts will make room for you and put you before great men. And that's where we need to go. Okay, so how do we get over there? Up, 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 up. Oh, gotta open up you. Oh, also, I remember that on my armor piece, either it's my guardian spirit. So much for being a ninja. Thank you, Fuku. Oh, I forgot I can do the Azuna drop with these guys if I run them out of if I run out their key. Hold on, I need to reflect on skills. Izuna drop, launch an enemy for opponent out of key. Hold on, play the movie. Because the armor that I'm wearing right now, it's part of the Hayabusa clan. I didn't want to pick that up. I need to stop picking up stuff just because it's there. We're going in hard and fast. Ooh, smithing techs, white fox mask. I forgot about smithing techs. I forgot that was a thing. And this is a whole area that I've been through before already. Now, I'm not gonna find any real good stuff here, save for like some basic materials and items that'll just take up my item box. But hey, items is items. Whew, I can't wait to play Nioh 2, and that game's gonna keep me occupied until Pirate Warriors 4 comes out! Oh, did you kill this person already over here? I also got it built around this EI strike as well, so if they get hit with this EI strike, well, I wouldn't say they're instantly gonna be dead, but I feel like it's gonna hurt them. Is there a boss in here? It's Nioh! Wait, who else is here? What are you doing here? No one asked for your opinion. There we go, my lady. The monster has been vanquished, and now we can press on with our journey. Alright, do we have any monster parts? I'm sure Nico would like some of these yokai parts. Come on, let me select it. Nioh Claw, there we go. Is anything over here? Rifle ammunition, thank you. But before we continue on and, speak to Fuku, I just want to say thank you guys for helping support this channel. You guys really do mean a lot to me when it comes to, showing up and showing love for the things that I do on here. It really does mean a lot. Because if me talking earlier wasn't any indication, I love to do this, and I love to do this for you guys. And I'm just grateful. So thank you. Alright, Fuku, what's up?
これでしまいのようですね。安心様、こたびも助かりました。これでかの者たちもおとなしくなってくれれば良いのですが。
Alright, now we can talk to her to end the mission. Just want to make sure we grabbed everything. I think we're good on everything. We can continue on. Best believe I'm going to be streaming a little bit of Nioh 2 once it drops.
Thank you for your help, Sir Anjin. That should put a stop to the mage's plans. To tell you the truth, the person they were aiming for was Lord Tokugawa Iemitsu.
Nico would say, and I'll make it a work of art too!
Next in line to become Shogun. I nursed him as a child, so our connection runs deep. There was more to me asking for your help than I revealed. Please forgive me.
Anything for you, Fuku. She bad, though. I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully, once these chaotic times die down, people like these mages will fade out of existence along with them. Of course, it would be foolish to think that all evildoers will magically disappear altogether. Nioh mages have always operated from the shadows of history. I shall walk the same path with my eye on preserving the good that is to be found in this world. Alright, onwards to the next, which is, if these swords are any indication, a tad bit more difficult. But let's take on the loyalty of demons. Hattori Hanzo! Despite repelling the Sanada army at Mount Chaosu, a group of yokai have taken up position there and are giving us considerable trouble. We cannot let them impede our progress any longer. Forgive me, William, but do you mind taking care of them? I don't mind at all. But first things first, we got some skills and points that we can invest in stuff. So let's go over to our ninjutsu skills. Like, we got a lot of points that we can mess with. 51 ninja skill points. It's kind of ridiculous. Medicine pills. These are pretty much stuff that I can just use already. Some of these I didn't put too many points into because it's not something that I really use, to say the least. Immunity to terrain, tiger running scrolls, Kodama transformation. Might as well try out some ninjutsu while I got the time. And you know what? I never tried fighting empty-handed, because there's skills linked to that. But since I got a whole bunch of points, enables you to instantly perform any ninjutsu on yourself, increases damage dealt by long-range weapons or thrown items, so this is essential if you're going for like a whole ninja build. So let's just use some of these points just to buy some of these skills that we don't have, because samurai points, I don't think there's like a skill setup that'll allow you to increase the damage of your ninjutsu tools like you can increase the damage of like your melee attacks here, because oh wait, it's right here the whole time. It's here! It's here! I'm not even paying attention like I should be. My melee weapon attack is at plus 84, so you can kind of see where I put a whole bunch of my mastery into. And then I only put like a little bit into Deadly Eye, which could increase my kunai and storm kunai and ninja star damage if I actually put some points into it. And then you have Fatal Fist, which increases the damage of my bare-handed attacks. Literally beating people down with my bare fist. So you know what? I'm actually gonna put another point. Oh, okay, so I need more. I need more. Well, at least I increased it a little bit, so we'll see in the next mission if it does increase my kunai damage overall. But since I'm wearing the Hayabusa gear, that means that my kunai is infinite. Hammerita memories, character directory. Ah, William. Whom are some of your favorite ninjas in fiction and or history? Okay, so one of my favorite ninjas is... it's got to be Kakashi Hatake. In fiction, that is. Kakashi Hatake. And... the first Hokage. And in actual history, Hattori Hanzo. Ah, here she is. This lady was the final boss of the last DLC. She was, literally the Nine Tails. Possessed, okay, here it is. Here's the history right here. Possessed by a malicious yokai and consumed by her hatred for Tokugawa Ieyasu, Yodogimi was so intent on preserving the Toyotomi clan that she turned to the power of the Spirit Stones to achieve that goal. From atop the heights of Osaka Castle's main keep, she watched on as the Toyotomi forces continued to be overwhelmed by Ieyasu's massive army. When her last hope for victory, Sanada Yukimura, fell to William, the remaining traces of her conscience finally succumbed to the darkness within her. The power of the Spirit Stones was released and engulfed the castle in chaos, and the Toyotomi forces, now revenants, overran the Tokugawa forces. Her body now completely consumed by the nine-tailed fox spirit, Yodogimi descended the castle tower to confront William, who had now also defeated Hideyori. This guy. Although she possessed enough power to lay waste to the world, she was unable to best William in battle and was ultimately defeated. Together with Yukimura, who had risked his life to climb the tower and put it into the rampage, Yodogimi vanished in a burst of flames. And in order to find out that last bit, we have to beat her one more time. You know what? We might as well do that. It's just so we can find out the last bit of history of the final boss of this game. So this is her appearance where she's normal and human. Let's go ahead and zoom in on her face there. Actually, you know what? Full screen. This is the way she looks. And this is the way she looks when she's possessed by the Nine Tails. Notice the change in eye color. Of course, you can't see the fox Nine Tails behind her in any way. Sarutobi Sasuke. Notice his elegant looking gun sticks, literally the only tonfas in the game that can shoot you. Trust me, I know, I was both on the receiving end and the user of these. Sanada Yukimura. He doesn't look like the Yukimura from Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, does he? He looks older. Maria. Ooh, Maria. Literally one of the most hated characters in all the game. I'm actually still kind of mad that we don't actually get to beat her, because she's literally one of the instigators of the events of the entire game. No, yeah, she's literally one of the instigators. Maria is a Spanish woman who served by the side of Date Masamune, the conqueror of Avoshu. With the Date family's deep ties to Spain, it was said that many Spaniards earned Masamune's favor, including an envoy of the King of Spain, who received an audience with him. However, Maria's blonde-haired beauty belie her sharp wit and vision. She is no ordinary attendant, as we've seen in the past. In reality, she is an undercover spy whose mission was to create chaos in Japan in order to capture Amrita and use it for the glory of Spain. Since its naval defeat to England, the Spanish Empire was a shadow of its former self, and hoped to use Amrita to regain its status as a world power. However, thanks to William's efforts, Masamune's rebellion was quelled and Maria was forced into hiding. However, her words upon departing hinted at much greater chaos and discord yet to come. So the fact that we never officially get to beat this woman, like, this is the form she takes when she's a full-on boss. But the fact that we never get to fully beat this woman, kind of upsets me. Kind of upset me when we can't beat up that old what is his name? I forget his name from the Anthem game. The guy that takes the suit from you and keeps it for himself. Yeah, the fact that we never get to kill that guy, yeah, I hold him in the same regard as I do for Maria. We don't get to take on the guy that's instigated so many events and the guy that betrayed us. So, yeah, it kind of made me upset. So we got all these skeleton warriors. Then we got dwellers. Onibis, Karakasa umbrellas. Literally just a hopping yokai foot with a, like, you can't even see under it. Oh, I can a little bit. I can see like a little mouth and a little tongue sticking out. But why would you? It's a literally disembodied leg. It's kind of, it's creepy. Then we have the Biwa Boku Boku, the Lesser Umibozu, the Mudman, the Sentry, the Spider, the Kappa, and the Mujina, also known as a Tanuki. There's a lot of history behind this, but I kind of don't want to go into detail. Yeah. Because there's some history about what's that over his head, but I'm not going to go into it because, yeah. You guys can look that up for yourselves. Then there's the Yoki. Numerous appearances, the Ninja Yoki. Then the Hatchet Yoki. And then the basic Yoki. Clip them toenails, bruh. You gonna shred them sheets. The Amrita Fiend, who blows up if you hit him with the same color attunement. Like if he's red like this and you hit him with fire, yeah, he's instantly gonna die because of the energy that's all up in him. The One-Eyed Imp that turns into a full-on Cyclops. Speaking of Tokugawa, did you know that Miyamoto Musashi's first major pitched battle was the Battle of Sesekigahara? He ran. They even show this fact on the second Samurai Warriors game. The first major battle of Miyamoto Musashi's, and he ran. Wow. One-Eyed Imps, if they hit you and they take some of your Amrita, they will turn into a One-Eyed Oni. And there's the Onyudo with his inappropriate tongue. Likes to hit people with it. If women don't give you permission, don't do it, bruh. And these yokai carry disgusting diseases. Wow, has it been 53 minutes already? Huh, what am I doing? We need to get back into playing the game. There'll be plenty of time to look at these yokai later. Skeleton Warrior.
Skeleton Warrior.
Yeah, CJ, that actually is interesting. His first major battle, and he ran. Oh, here we go. An expansive mountain, Mount Chaosu, gets its name from the hand mill used for grinding tea leaves during the tea ceremony. While there are other mountains that share the same name, the one located to the south of Osaka Castle is said to be man-made. During the siege of Osaka, Tokugawa Ieyasu camped there in winter, and Sanada Yukimura did so in summer. Yukimura expanded on the remnants of Ieyasu's camp with a small semicircular bulwark known as a umadashi, turning it into a stronghold that could focus on attack as well as defense. The Tokugawa had a tough time dealing with the constant barrages from Mount Chaosu, and referred to it as the second coming of the Sanada Maru. He was 16 at the time, but he had 7 duels beforehand. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's what that button does. Okay, I'm not gonna hit that button. I don't want to interrupt this thing with ads. Why even have that thing in there? I know I hit it one time and then it just interrupted the stream for some of y'all, and I didn't even know what was going on that day. I apologize if it interrupted that one time. Why do you even have this option up here? I honestly wonder, for people who monetize their streams, like I do, but I don't do anything with it. But for people who do that, I wonder if there's someone out there who literally clicks this insert ad button like literally every 5 minutes. Ninja! You wanna go? My kunai is infinite and I can hit for 3,000 damage! Oh, right. I was using the wrong thing. I'm running out my ammo for all my storm kunai and stuff. That was Venom if he was a yokai. Too bad he wasn't black with the little hints of white on him, huh? Ah! Now, unfortunately, this throwing star does minimal damage. I love how even as your foe is dying, you can continue to chop away at him until there's literally nothing left. Sure, that wasn't enough for me to warrant using an elixir, but seeing as how overpowered my gear is, I can afford to do that. Do, do, do. Do. Boom, 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 boom. I was behind you the whole time! Sorry, Delirious. Can anyone provide me with a decent challenge? Them neck dudes is out. And he knows I'm here. Okay. Okay, your neck got some reach. But the good thing is, this sword is built to increase damage from behind. Slender vertebrae. If I hit you with that backstab, it's over. I spent so many hours invested in Nioh 1 here. I can't wait to invest more in Nioh 2. Oh! Oh, I didn't even have to go after him. How strong is this thing? Oh, okay, so ninjutsu damage, matlock speed up, increased damage, Amrita earned, equipment drop, human equipment drop. I don't need that, so I might need to change that out to increase headshot damage. If I do that, this thing may become one broken massive destruction. But before we go, let's check out what else we got through here. Medicine case. None of the stuff that I'm finding here is gonna come close to what I'm currently wearing, because this gear was earned in Way of the Wise, which is a tier lower than the hardest difficulty that they have for this game. So anything from any difficulty lower than that is gonna be pretty weak in comparison. Like even the special gear pieces that I got on. Like this fan, level 267 plus 32 refined. And then this one, level 265 plus 32 refined. If I'm not gonna find anything better than any of these, which reminds me that I need to dismantle a lot of this stuff when I get the chance. Hold on, let me sort it by level. So anything that's level 150 and below, I should probably sell. Even if it's green, I should probably get rid of it and free up my inventory space. Some of these I've been carrying for a while now, for some odd reason. but I should probably get rid of. Actually, did I explore everything in this area? It's not that like I need it, but a little cash here and there ain't never hurt nobody. Oh, I didn't go in here. Look at him. He's trying to hide. Okay, let's play your game. Where are my tonfas? Do I even have tonfas? Yes, I do. Okay, now I gotta remember how I did this. Was it high stance? Ah, there it is. I think it's only heavy attacks. Tonfas that explode. Alright, bruh. You think you can take me on with your tiny little wooden tonfas? Alright, bet. It's satisfying, it really is. Blowing people apart with exploding tonfas. And I love how when you put your weapons away and it has blood on it, he'll flip the weapons to get the blood off before he puts it on. You know what? Let's just use tonfas the entire time. Because I think that's one trophy that I'm missing. Now, mind you, I've platinumed the base game already. I'm just missing some trophies from the DLCs itself. But the game has already been platinumed. I platinumed this game a long time ago. But I think tonfas are the proficiency that I still need to work on. Refill my elixir. Probably should have used it before I gained it back. But oh well. Oh! You think I don't see you there? You think I don't see you there? And they got ninja dogs in here as well. Come here, boy! Did it jump down the cliff just to get to where I was? Good boy. Sit. Stay. What is that sound? Is that the fire? From like the torches? Kind of loud. These ninja dogs are actually kind of really vicious, so you gotta watch out for that. I don't, because I'm overpowered. Care to try once more?
Decapitation!
And I can use my living weapon at any time. But I'ma save it. I'ma let them get me down to a low point and then I'll just massacre the rest of them. I'm getting all this armor that I don't need. Alright, if we're going to be using Tonfas for the rest of this mission, I need to reflect on the skills that I've earned for it. And I don't have enough Amrita. I need 9 billion in order to level up the next time. Let me kind of reflect on my skills that I got for it real quick. Grapple, sneak attack. Beating people up with Tonfas. High stance at the end of combos, shove, which in turn works well with the gun sticks because it also lets me blow up. Follow up a combo with a series of Tonfas strikes. Ooh, that's nice. What about Crimson Lotus? Oh, we're going with Heavenly Chain. If it increases my DPS, then we're going to use that skill instead. Urgency while guarding. High stance only. Begin with a slow movement before instantly closing in on the enemy to deliver a powerful blow. So, essentially like a 1-inch punch type move. Okay, we'll keep that. Swing the Tonfas around, attacking nearby enemies. Okay, we're going to keep that. Demon Dance Heaven. High stance only allows you to dodge and reposition yourself after a successful key pulse. And there's nothing I can change that with. Builds up power while moving slowly, then releases it in a single devastating blow. Another EA type strike. Do I have anything that'll let me counter? Ooh, that's actually something I should probably look into. Do I have anything that can help me counter attacks? Increases damage from Tonfa when you perform a series of consecutive attacks. I wonder if they're ever shown some variation of ninja dogs on Paw Patrol yet. I don't know. I've never watched the show, so I have no idea. Increased damage from Tonfa when you perform a series of consecutive attacks. I need to clear the mission dancing Tonfas in order to unlock this, but I haven't even gotten that far yet. Press L1 after a successful impenetrability to unleash a powerful attack. What is this? What is this? Impenetrability? Mid stance only. Guard just before an incoming hit to knock the attacker off balance. Oh wait, so what does this do? Is that a powerful strike? What can it turn into? What? Shoryukens? Also, can you do an impression of Kotaru Fuma or Zhao Tai?
I don't know if I'll be able to do Zhao Tai. His voice is so very low that I don't think that it'd be enough for this microphone to pick up. But if I'm able to do his voice, then I'll do it at a volume that is a little bit higher than what he would normally do. If this isn't good enough, then I'll have to try again later.
So we can go full Shoryuken with this. Shoryuken. Shoryuken. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. We might have to look into this. Parry an enemy's attack and counter with a flurry of taunt. Yes! Yes! Parries! I love the parries! But we don't have enough points to get it. And that's pretty much all that we're missing. Hold on, maybe we have some samurai locks that we can get for it. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this. Amyo mage locks, ninja locks for ninja stuff, large soul stones that give you a ridiculous amount of Amrita. Look at this. This gives you 1 billion. That is entirely insane. Like, there's literally so much stuff. I have so many books of reincarnation that'll let me reset my level however many times that I want. You know, as long as I keep getting them. Samurai locks! This is it! This is what we need. Let's go ahead and get that parry. And this is for basically any stance, not just mid stance. Pretty good impression, actually. You could talk a little louder, though. He's so quiet whenever I hear him. It just throws me off. Alright, let's get this skill, and then we need one more samurai lock to get the Shoryuken! Up, up. Alright, we're good. Let's not fall in there. Okay, I missed completely. Whoa! Forgot that.
Ooh, nasty, but I likes it.
You don't get to call no friends. Alright, let's sneak up and beat his spine in with these tonfas. Beating, 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 beating! You know, when I'm in loading screens, I'm still constantly checking for more info concerning Eustace Captain Kidd being a playable character in One Piece, because it's been announced and it's been confirmed in the latest issue of V-Jump, and Jamatsu has reported on this as well. But we still don't have a scan of him in gameplay option. But I do know that since this is Thursday, and they usually update the site with either a character video or a brand new playable character, usually around like late tonight. I want to say maybe about 2, maybe 3, between 2 and 4 in the morning, they tend to update their character pages. So I'm looking forward to them adding Captain Kidd to the list. Now all that remains is seeing if Drake is going to be playable as well. But Pirate Warriors 4 is shaping up to be really, really fun. Alright, let's see if we can see inside here. Anyone hiding? Oh, I forgot. Cheat the game to look in through doors that normally would not allow you to look through. Is that ninja... Is that ninja samurai weapons he's holding? I have no idea what you mean. Now the gear I have on is very light, so it allows me to move very nimbly. Get out of my face, boy! Sorry, Psycho, your wording there kind of threw me off, so I kind of couldn't understand the question. helmet, talisman. Give me them vertebrates. Them vertebrates. Also, before I started this stream, I haven't had lunch yet. So, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna have to get myself some food. Oh, who am I fighting in here? Not cool, bro. Who next? Ninja dogs! Ninja Yogi! You got backup? Okay. Y'all want me to put a sword out, don't you? Y'all want me to pull out the sword, don't you? Who wants this? This sword technique has been in the Armstrong family for generations. Trying to... Oh! I'm fine. I'm just trying to... I want to counter him with a backstab. I don't think it's going to work, though. I'm literally letting myself get hit at this point. It's Andrioki! It's been a while since I seen that dude. He's the first boss of the game. No, second boss. First boss is Derek, the Executioner. That was weird timing when you axed that. That was weird timing when I asked that. That was the question that you asked. I kind of didn't understand it because of the phrasing a little bit. So it threw me off. But if you mean like if it sounds delayed when I say stuff to you guys right when you see it, I see it as soon as I see it. I say it as soon as I see it pop up, or to the best of my ability when I can. But I got the stream set on normal latency so it doesn't interfere with the whole streaming process, and so that it doesn't buffer too much for you guys. So if you guys say something but I don't immediately respond to it, know that I do see it. But the latency for the stream kind of delays what I say. So as of right now, it is 2:24 and I'm saying this, but it's probably going to be past that time when it actually gets to you guys.
But that was a swell mission, wasn't it?
Whew. It's gonna be comfortable playing Nioh 2 with a level 1 character, but hey, my brother gonna look sharp. I got nothing against William. William is cool, he's a cool dude. But I just love games that gives me the option to make my own custom characters, so that I can kind of resonate with them a little bit more. Not saying that I don't resonate with William, but when you create your own character, it becomes a little bit personal to you. The loyalty of demons. It seems you eliminated the yokai threat. You have my gratitude. I suspect that Maria is behind this. To think she would resort to using demons to defend her position. The loyalty of Sanada's troops never ceases to amaze me. However, we cannot let such admiration stand in the way of our mission. We must win this battle at all costs. Alright, so that one's done, and then we got these as well. Everlasting Duty. And a Warrior of Keen Judgment. I meant when you asked who wants some of this, then they popped up. Part of me kind of wanted to time it where they popped in, but at the same time, I kind of didn't really plan for it. So I didn't even notice this mission over here. So let's do a Warrior of Keen Judgment. No, let's actually do Courage and Wisdom, then we'll go up in difficulty from there. Sir Anjin, a child left in my care has gone missing. How could I let another down like this? Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? How could I let another down like this? Though it shames me to turn to another for assistance, I beg you to help me find the child. Hold on, I'm checking Discord real quick. Alright. Time to find a child, it seems. On break from work right now, your boss has doomed you. Aw, I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of in a bit of a similar situation myself, but it's more geared around, like, I put in a time off request for Wednesday because I'm tired of missing church service with my family. I've been missing it for, like, I want to say several months now, and I'm really just tired of missing it, so I put in availability requests in order to get that day taken off my schedule. I'm not losing any money by not going in on that extra day, but my supervisor tells me that, okay, I'm gonna have to find someone to replace you, and one other guy in our group leaves to go to another job. So I just see that as you know, he says he's gonna look for someone to take my place, but he's really not. I know he isn't, because if he did, then the request I put in for it to be of my availability to be changed earlier this month would have changed way back in February. So yeah, I kind of understand. She set you up on a blind date. Oh, that's what you mean by doomed. I got nothing for you, son. Those who become lost in holy grounds, such as temples, forests, and mountains, are said to have been spirited away. I can't give you any advice, man. I don't know what to do in that situation, because actually, you know what? I kind of been put up in that situation before, but it didn't work out. Those who become lost in holy grounds, such as temples, forests, and mountains, are said to have been spirited away. People claimed it was the work of the gods or Tengu, but in reality they were most likely kidnappings by mere human criminals. However, the yokai are said to have claimed the lives of some in secret. Requested to always have Sundays off myself, but yeah, she set you up on a date and not sure how to feel about it. Yeah, I know how you feel. I got set up on a it was more so like a blind introduction, more so than an actual blind date. Because I know when I was younger, a little bit, during our first couple of years at the church I went to, some of the friends I had tried to set me. One of my friends tried to set me up with one of her friends, but we didn't hit it off, so it didn't go nowhere. So I kind of know what that situation is like. Good to see you here. It's time to wreck shop, good sir. We got a Tengu over here, so let's take care of him first. You are destined to die by me. But there's a Biwa player that we need to take out first, otherwise we're going to be facing and then we got some foxes over there. Nope, I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of acknowledging that that's a trap. We're going to kill these foxes. Then we're gonna kill this Tengu. Fox Spirit Pelt. Fox Spirit Pelt. Is that all you got? I'm still standing.
I'm still standing.
Yeah, when we're done with this mission, I'm gonna change my transformation. Night gear is good. You thought you was gonna be slick. Dude, don't just be jumping down there. Oh, he gave me that. Oh, he gave me that impression. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. You guys let me know if it's still smooth. No screen tearing. Doesn't look like it's appearing in another location. Hold on, I gotta respond to this message on Discord real quick. It's not like they're gonna kill me. Alright, I'm back. Can I do an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression? The most embarrassing thing happened 2 days ago. Almost died. Your car was declined in front of people. Oh, I kind of had that happen to me, except I didn't have enough change to get some food, and it was to get a snack. This was when I worked at Best Buy. They didn't even whisper. The whole store heard. Oh, so you had them loud attendants that don't know how to read the room. I am so sorry for you, Jacob. I remember that kind of happened to me when I worked at Best Buy many years ago. It was in front of 2 girls, no less, that I worked with, and they were all like, "Oh, did you want me to give you some change for it in order to get your snacks?" And I says, "No, don't worry about it." Like the hurt to the pride. Like, I've never borrowed money from anybody, ever in my life. So for that to happen to me, it was literally like such a low point for that shift. Sure, it was many years ago, but I still remember it so vividly to this day. So trust me when I say I know exactly how you feel. And especially the looks you can pretty much see from other people just because of that moment. I'm pretty sure they got on the mic and made the whole mall hear. That's wrong. Why would you announce that? Hold on, I'm being summoned. Doo-doo. Alright, what did I miss out on? Wow, y'all been talking about a lot. So not too exceedingly expensive, but still embarrassing nonetheless. I can understand. Went red and escaped as fast as possible. Like they can just whisper something. They should have known more tact. Yeah, they should have. I work in the cinema. It's happened a few times with people I just know on the screens. Mostly when a guy is taking out their other. Can afford tickets and not the food. Yeah, no need to literally broadcast it as much as I want. You try to keep it up to account for the changes, sales tax, stamps, or other variables. Usually. A completely different subject. If you lie on a grenade, it doesn't damage others in the blast radius. Okay, that's Battlefield. Many people make mistakes they'll thinking they had the money, and the description is yoink, and they find you was gonna spend to take away or something. Interesting, so you do that in the game. Pretty neat. How do you stay so positive? What's your secret? Maybe not dwelling too much on negative things that happens helps some. That really does. It really does. You can't focus on negative things because it'll distract you from anything that's positive out there. I really have been missing on a lot that you guys have been saying, but you got to stay positive. Like it's very easy for the news to beef things up more than it should be, or certain situations to kind of bring you down. But you got to remain positive despite all else. Like me personally, there can be things that pop up in your life that can, try and bring you down or whatever, but you just got to stay positive. You just look at the brighter side of things. Like me, ever since I've been doing this whole YouTube thing, I've developed what you would call tough skin, because some people when they get on YouTube, some people can't really take to it all that well, and then they're not really up for criticisms or anything. And me for example, I learned knowing going into YouTube from the get-go, I knew what I was putting myself into. I knew I was putting myself out there. I knew that I could be seeing a whole bunch of people look at all my stuff. And at the same time, I knew that most of the stuff that I do, a lot of people wouldn't like. Like when I was beginning doing YouTube, people were negative about the way my voice sound. They didn't like it when I did voices. They said I sounded stupid. There was so many negative things that people have said over the course of me doing YouTube. They don't really say it now, because now pretty much most of the stuff is pretty much majority of it is positive now. But despite all the things that people said, as my career went on, I continued to remain positive. Like I take my relationship with God very seriously, and to be Christian is to be Christ-like. So I can't allow myself to feel like allow anything that's negative right now to affect how I behave out in the world. And that includes here on YouTube as well. So despite all the negative things that people have said to me over the years, based on the things that I've done, I continue to have a positive outlook on it. I'm open to criticism, because you can't be on YouTube and not be open to criticism. I mean, we've seen numerous YouTubers fall prey to thinking that their content is so good that no matter what anybody says to them, then if you don't like my stuff, then something's wrong with you. We've seen far too many YouTubers fall prey to the fact that they think that they're all that. And that's where, learning how to have some humility comes in there. But you just got to remain positive in all things, despite the negativity, despite how it sounds, despite what people may say. You just got to remain positive on everything. Because I know a lot of people are getting concerned about this coronavirus. Sure, it's something to be concerned about, but if you keep looking up news feeds where it's saying that it's hit this country or it's hit that country, then it's just going to put into your mind this state of fear. And I've seen it. People are buying out toilet paper, clearing out entire stores, buying out soap, buying out hand sanitizer. People are getting so people are getting so spooked by what news is putting out there to be like it's concerning. It's concerning out there in the world today. But the real way to get past it is to, you know, keep your hands clean, wash your hands. Don't just be touching in and everything out there. But people are taking it far too seriously and are being overly dramatic about it. These guys keep popping up, so I'm just going to take them out. People are being overly dramatic about it, and it's spreading to other people. And, like, remember when the Joker movie came out? And the news kept saying, like, oh, this movie's going to incite violence in people. It's going to cause people to do violent things. I mean, it's a violent movie, so it's going to cause people to do violent things. And nothing happened. Because the news knows exactly how to steer the people in a certain direction to cause them to behave a certain way. Now, what's odd is how around the same time Frozen came out, and there was this one chick out there who got into a fight with another lady, and she brought a machete to the fight, and there was just a whole fight broke out from there. But the news didn't really report on that. No, they rather because the news knows what will get views, and they know what people will look at, and they know what people will pay attention to. And it's basically, you'll find that the news itself, they'll report on more negative things than they do positive things. Oh, this child learned how to operate this type of machinery and is an expert in engineering at such a young age. Sure, you'll see it at the bottom of the headlines, but you're not going to see them constantly talk about how this child is able to be smart in this engineering and stuff. They rather report on negative things. So back to what I was saying about positivity, you gotta remain positive in all things. It's weird how nothing happened with Joker, but Frozen was machete fights. Yes, exactly. So despite what happens, no matter what happens, you gotta remain positive in all things. If you can't think of anything positive to look to God. He's always there. He's been there for me, and you know, I honestly can't be happier. Don't you fall in that water! Actually, we need to find that Biwa player, because he's somewhere around here. Frozen 2 is hardcore. That fan base is crucial. Disney's not going to say anything about that because they don't want anything bad said about their films. But yeah, when Joker is more tamed with his audience than a Disney film. Why art thou such wise in the science of us all and how thy feels? Who are you talking about, CJ? I'm not wise by my own merits. I'm wise because of the wisdom that has been imparted to me. But if you're talking about CJ, I'm pretty sure the same can be said for him as well. Okay, so this Biwa player is somewhere. I don't know where he's at. He's chilling, hiding. We'll find him. Coronavirus hasn't yet become as deadly as many fear, at least not yet. Yes, that's the thing, but people are overreacting. Oh, there's a Biwa player. Get up, you're fine. paid people to say Sonic says that. No, he doesn't. I can tell you that right now. He doesn't. People will say anything to steer people's views of things in a certain direction. But the moral of the story is, remain positive in all things. I know it can be hard. I can't expect everyone to take to certain situations the same way that I do. But it helps if you try. And where we need to go is in this room. But there's some yokai outside, so let's take them down. Elixir! Yeah, I'm gonna switch up my look. I'm gonna make myself look like an Amyo mage. Nice, clean clothes. When on anything that wasn't a fan-made parody had Sonic ever said anything like that even in the comics? Never. But people will make up anything to steer people's views towards a certain direction. Which is why you should never take things too seriously the first time you hear them. Always be willing to question everything. Okay, if I go down in this area, are there people waiting for me? Check the corners, because ninjas like to hide up on the roof. Batman doesn't shoot, yet he will break their bones, cripple them for life, and threaten to drop them off a roof and shoot them with the Batmobile. Well, with the Batmobile, he has like riot rounds in there, so it's fine. I'm glad we got rid of that Biwa player, otherwise this might be a little bit awkward. Ryoki's back! And I'm using this just because. Not that I need to, but because I want to. And that's it for Ryoki. Hopefully the virus won't mutate spread any much further. It wasn't the current mortality rate 20-something or something like that. I think so. I haven't really been keeping up with it because I don't want to dwell on that. I know it's a concern for people, but it's not a concern for me. So I'm not going to worry about it. 10,000 may fall by your side, and 1,000 may fall by your side, and 10,000 may fall by your right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
地の小十郎と称されし花月名の子としてこの席見事一人で果たしてみせまする。
Was the Spanish flu lower than Corona's death rate and that killed 35 million? Yeah, but still. I could have grabbed that little purple thing that was in the back. That might have been some more building material. Sir Anji, the child was hiding in fear of the yokai, but is safe and sound now. This incident has opened my eyes to how naive I am. Some things cannot be protected with might alone. In the coming era of peace, protecting people and one's family in particular will still be of the utmost importance. I know that Father would say the same. I am a changed person from this day forth, and will endeavor to be more like my father. In fact, I hope to one day become a samurai that even you can ask for help. That ain't ever gonna happen, player. Because I'm far stronger than any single one of you. Alright, we got 2 more missions, and then we'll try and take on the, we'll try to take on the Nine-Tails lady. If I can just remember what that mission actually is. and Call of Duty Warzone might be sued by Epic for stealing its player base. That's like saying Capcom is going to sue Nintendo for stealing its player base because people want to play, you know, Street Fighter versus Super Smash Bros. That alone makes absolutely no sense. So Epic trying to how do you sue people for wanting to play another game? How does that even work? The game itself is not forcing people to leave. It's people who want to leave themselves. How are you going to sue somebody? Okay, people left our game to go to your game, so we're going to sue you for that. How does that work? That literally makes no sense to me. Alright, so a warrior of King Judgment. It has been a while, Sir Anjin, has it not? Much has happened since you returned to England. For various reasons, Lord Ieyasu is now serving his son, Lord Hidetada. At present, Lord Hidetada is searching for something, but I hear the road is fraught with yokai. Would you mind lending me your assistance? Of course, your efforts would not go unrewarded. We are no longer adversaries, so I look forward to fighting by your side as allies. Oh, you have an opinion on the game? It's wrong, sorry. But people left PUBG for Fortnite. The thing about people's opinions nowadays is people really like to state their opinion as fact, and if you don't agree with it, then that's a problem. If any of you have been looking at the One Piece forums lately, especially specifically for Pirate Warriors 4, then you can kind of see what I mean by that. There are so many conflicting opinions on whether characters are getting cut, where our characters are coming back as DLC. Certain characters shouldn't be in the game because they literally did nothing in the manga anime. Certain characters should be in the game because they want them to be in there, and if there's any disagreement, then it just devolves into absolute chaos, which is why I kind of stay away from there, because there's just a whole bunch of negativity there. Regardless of how many times people post something positive, it's always usually overshadowed by people being foolish and whatnot. Here we go. As part of the peace negotiations after the siege of Osaka's winter campaign, Osaka Castle lost its secondary and tertiary. I cannot speak. Osaka lost its secondary and tertiary. I cannot speak it. Oh, I need water. Osaka Castle lost its secondary and tertiary. You know what? Forget it. Enclosures, as well as its inner and outer moats, leaving just the main enclosure. However, another war was on the horizon, and broke out a mere 6 months after the winter campaign. Yukimura decided that with Osaka Castle stripped of its main defenses, he had to find a way to attack via the field. In order to strengthen the main enclosure that the Toyotomi had left, he dug another moat and erected fences. Ironically, the castle's defenses would crumble from the inside.
Anjin殿、よもや貴殿と肩を並べて戦う日が来ようとはな。
You know what I forgot to do before we even went into this mission? I forgot to change my clothes. I'd rather have edgy 12-year-olds say they have good relations with my mother than see them Fortnite dancing. Boy. Fortnite is a very touchy subject. Now, here's the thing, and I'm gonna admit to you guys. I re-downloaded it to see if there's anything on there worth getting back into. Because I've been hearing things that, like, you know, they kind of release packs nowadays where you get to play specific people. Like, you could look like Harley Quinn or John Wick or numerous Avengers and stuff like that. But you can only do that in the PvP mode. Well, then I started hearing things about like how you can take those skins and bring it into the PvE mode, which is pretty much the only thing I played when I had Fortnite installed. Because I'm not into the whole Battle Royale thing. I've always been into PvE or cooperative PvE, which is why I like playing through Destiny with friends or playing Borderlands, because I'm not into the whole competitive thing. I never have been. But yeah, concerning Fortnite, I mean, it's there. That's pretty much all I can say on it. But now we need to go to the blacksmith. Call the blacksmith! And refashion our gear. So we look more spiffy. I don't like it, but I'm sorry for having an opinion, and please forgive me. You don't have to apologize for having an opinion. So we're gonna change the dragon sword back to the dragon sword. It's a good thing I got enough gold to cover the costs. Modern Warfare Warzone is actually really good. Didn't it go free to play, so isn't it actually available on this system as a whole to play for everybody? Also, here's Nobunaga's sword, the Sozasa Monji. But we're gonna get this dragon sword because it has a glowing dragon stone at the top and it looks cool. And I didn't really make it look like anything, so the match lock is fine the way it is. We just need to change our armor back. Like, the knight armor was good and everything, but now I kind of just need to change it back to where it was before. Only the Battle Royale and maybe the co-op mode. What you talk about? Are you still talking about Modern Warfare, or are you talking about Fortnite and its different settings? I've only been playing the Battle Royale. Oh, okay. So so are you still talking about Fortnite then? Because I've never touched the Battle Royale mode. I remember when it updated into its, what was it, Chapter 2 update, it automatically put me in a match, but before I even touched the ground, I exited out of it and I went back into Save the World mode. Because I wasn't interested in playing. I was not interested in playing PvP. It's not something that gets me. So let's see if we can find ourselves some good gear. Because we essentially can put ourselves in any gear that we've come across or built up. So I can look like I'm in heavy gear, but move like I'm wearing nothing but light armor. Let's actually find some Amyo mage stuff. Not ninja stuff, because, I mean, it's obvious we can wear ninja stuff. But let's look like an Amyo mage. With the most basic of Amyo mage gear. So I look unsuspecting. So I look like I'm weaker than I actually am. But as soon as we run up on them enemies, ching! Doom and Animal Cross promotions is the best I've ever seen. Yeah, seeing Doom and Animal Crossing in these little videos that's been popping up, it's precious. Seeing how well they complement one another, it's funny. Like Doom guy teaching, what is her name, Isabella, how to use the super shotgun. Or when Isabella was confronted by an imp and Doom guy takes it out and she offers him a good old container of Jack Daniels. I don't know why she has Jack Daniels, but they're just sitting there and they just chilling. Like, you never would think that Doom guy and Isabella would be in a video together and they actually mesh well. There are two polar opposites, yet it works. Doom guy in one of the most violent games out there, and Isabella in one of the most peaceful games in there. Literally, you could never see Animal Crossing in a negative light. Okay, Shugo Daimyo Ziboshi. So let's go for that whole get up there. But seeing them paired up, it feels right for some reason. It just feels like the right thing for them both. Castlevania Season 3 on Netflix. Gonna binge maybe at 3 a.m. the usual. Oh, I still need to watch that. Let's find some more Amyo gear. Okay, Amyo Mage hunting gear. Let's go for the Amyo Mage Joe. Now we'll go for the pants. Doomslayer literally pulls demons from Isabella goes fishing and trades apples. And yet you could not find a more name a more iconic duo. It's literally the whole situation right there. Right, I could have checked how I look right from the menu right there. Alright. Full on Amyo gear. I might change the shirt just so I can have like a white shirt. I'm so glad that you get to create your own character, and then you're going to be able to refashion your stuff to look like certain things. So I can look like I'm just in... Too bad you can't roll in with a suit of some kind, but I know that suits weren't a thing back in the 1500s, like a full tuxedo type getup. I know that's not a thing. I don't know if there are any up there, but samurai anime, there's one that comes to mind, Gintama, and then isn't there, what is the guy, Kenshin? I think that counts, I'm pretty sure that counts as well. And then there's Afro Samurai, so that counts as well. Counts as well. Alright, let's change you from the purple gear. Actually, you know what? I'm looking through all this stuff. I'm trying to see if there's anything good. Would you guys prefer to see me in like Amyo Mage gear or maybe like the Hayabusa gear itself? Because the Hayabusa gear just makes you look like the guy from like one of the Hayabusa members from the original Ninja Gaiden. Like the old school, I think it's SNES version of it. And this is all heavy armor from here on in. Actually, you know what? Where's the Nioh armor? Afro Samurai is an anime. I thought it was a cartoon worshipped as anime like Avatar. I'm pretty sure it's an anime. Hold on. Which reminds me, if they don't have an Afro option in Nioh 2, we gonna have some problems. Hold on, I'm looking through. Adapted into an anime miniseries. It started as a manga, and then it turned into an anime series. So it's a full-on anime. Wait, upcoming live-action movie? I'm sorry? Oh, okay, never mind. Production stalled when Indomina Group suspended North American operations and shut its U.S. office. Okay, so much for the live-action Afro Samurai movie. For a cartoon to be called an anime is the highest honor. It really is. Like, Avatar is literally like one of the best examples of honoring an art style, of creating a cartoon in an art style that is not from one's native homeland, and then it still is praised as such. So that's Let's go for the gold Nioh armor. I believe that's a special armor you get when you pre-order the game for the first Nioh, I believe. So we might as well go ahead and rock that. It's literally just gold armor. Where's the Nioh face? Where's the Nioh face? Avatar is Western anime. Yep, it is. Golden Nioh Kabuto. Golden Nioh Kabuto. Alright. We'll get back to the mission as soon as I put all this gold gear on. I love gold! Have I seen the new death battle? Wait, who was in it? Who was in it? I saw it, but I saw a thumbnail of it on YouTube the other day, but I didn't watch it. I forget, who is it this time? It's on the tip of my tongue. Alright, let's see how we look. Golden Nioh armor. Yes! Genos versus War Machine. Okay, I have not seen that. Don't say anything about it, Jacob. Don't say anything. I have not seen it. Okay, weapon-wise, we're good. Kusarigama's fine. Gun sticks are fine. Having that text joke again, aren't you? Is there any new images? Okay, I keep looking back at this thing for Captain Kidd being a playable character in Pirate Warriors, but at least this just confirms that he won't be DLC, which pretty much... You're storking out. Oh boy. Oh man. You be tickling me so bad, Jacob. On another note, I made a timer for a countdown timer for when Pirate Warriors 4 releases, and currently it is at 14 days, 8 hours, 36 minutes, and 35 seconds and counting. Whew, at the time that I'm saying it right now, but still. We ain't got long. It's only 2 weeks away. Alright, let's get started. Oh, that reminds me. I only get like the full effect of this weapon, so really, when I'm killing all these yokai and monsters, I'm still, the way I've been doing it for the past couple of minutes, I haven't even been doing it with the full effect. Because when you have all the gear, the Hayabusa full armor set, and the dragon sword, and the Hayabusa Kusarigama, which is where? Ah, here it is. You see how the tip of the sword gets like that little glow on the end of it? Yeah. So actually, let me go up here and actually go over to the Dragon Ninja, which requires 6 pieces. So Dragon Sword. They should have Kyushu be a sponsor for One Piece Power Warriors 4 or sponsor some of his content. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be promoting the game real hard when it comes out because I'm going to do a full playthrough. I'm going to cover every character. We're going to unlock everything. We're going to have streams out of every game that is coming out this year aside from Cyberpunk 2077 and Doom Eternal. I am fully invested in doing a whole series and lots of content for One Piece Power Warriors 4. Me and Swillow, we are looking forward to it. We are anticipating it, and we can't wait. The One Piece game really did give me a jump start on my gameplay videos for YouTube, because I remember when I was first starting out, some of my first gameplay videos was of me playing Pirate Warriors. But I didn't have a mic then, I didn't have any recording software. Back then, PlayStation only allowed 15 minutes of recording for their shared videos, and that was pretty much the only way I was able to make videos at all. Like, you couldn't hear my voice like you do now. And I made so many videos, and I got so many views on it, and to this day, like my Teach video, I believe I said this earlier in one of my previous streams, to this day, my Blackbeard getting his double powered form, it is still my most viewed video because of the One Piece game. So needless to say, I can't wait to invest so much more time into playing Pirate Warriors 4, where there's more characters. You get to play as all the Yonko, Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, Blackbeard, Whitebeard. You get to play as so many Supernova. You get to play as Kid. You get to play as Basil Hawkins. You get to play as Capone. You get to play as Capone. You get to play as... There's so many different people, all the Vinsmokes except for Judge. We don't know about him. We have... And they've revamped the combat. They added aerial combos and full-on hit meters and hit counters. There's just so much in this game that I feel will literally benefit my channel so much, because there's a whole bunch of people out there that love One Piece and they love One Piece games. So as soon as I start bringing this One Piece content to the channel, it is over. It's over! But back to the whole Dragon Ninja armor set. So with the Dragon Ninja set, we get a damage reduction with 2 pieces. We get increased attacks with ninjutsu items. 4 pieces gives us an additional close combat damage. 5 pieces gives us, well, we'll wait for it. Extend evasion durability, evasion invulnerability. So increased iframes when I'm dodging away. 6 pieces gives me unlimited shuriken. If you can build around that, then that's something. And 7 pieces gives me the Dragon Sword Truth. And I can't even look at that. I can't even look at it. It won't even let me look at it. Karens won't buy 27 for Minecraft because it's violent, but will spend 300 on Candy Crush and get a borderline gambling addiction. Yep. 'Tis the world we live in. It's only an addiction when I say it is. So really, when I'm using this sword, I'm not even doing most of the damage that I should be. But now that I got all the pieces on, I'm ready to take people on. Oh wait, is that giant chicken thing still around here? I kind of don't want to deal with it. and it's kind of quiet right now. Should I be concerned? Ninja dog! As you can see, the sword is glowing. Let you know of its power. But since we have Mune Shige Tachibana here with us, I'm pretty sure we're gonna... We're doing more damage to these Rokai, which is a good thing. Hey, no one gave you permission. 64,000! I'm gonna come off. It's 7:30 and you got work. Alright, man, it was good to see you while you were here. Hope everyone's been enjoying so far. Thanks for the deep talk, CJ, and thanks Q for the stream and the words of wisdom. I've been given this wisdom to impart it onto other people. So if I'm able to do that, then hey, I've done my job. Wasn't put on this earth to keep wisdom to ourselves, but to give it to others so that they can spread around. Now that's something that can spread. So what are the odds that we could be ambushed when we walk in here? Random thought. Frozen 2 and Joker double feature and a limited time giveaway, a Popeye's chicken sandwich, and a near borderline bad neighborhood. Imagine it. Oh no! What are you trying to incite? Chaos will ensue. You remember that one episode from the Boondocks? That's pretty much what's gonna happen. Gotta get that fire off me quick. If only dodging was this fast in Monster Hunter. Speaking of Monster Hunter, when's our next monster update? I know we got the Furious Rajang and the... what was it? The Explosive Brachiodos? Brachydios? I forget its official name. When are we gonna get the Gore Magala? When are we gonna get the Sharu Gore Magala? Ow. Red light. Green light. Backstab! 11,000 damage. The sword reaches its true potential when you have all the gear pieces on. Which is why I never trade the sword out for anything, because it's that strong. Cutting through the enemies like butter. This is how it should be. Thought you were gonna surprise me, son? No, you wrong, boy. Can we get a headshot on this guy?
かつて一応も感じておったのだろうか。
Actually, you know what? Since we don't have any enemies around, I'm gonna go ahead and cook my food real quick, so that way it'll be ready in a quick second. Hold tight, everyone. I'll be right back. Alright everybody, sorry for the delay. Cooking my mini ravioli took a little bit longer than expected. But we're all good now, so now we can continue. I'm guessing I must have lost a couple of people there because I wasn't here. But it's all good. Let's continue on. Have I acquired red hair? Yes, I have. But he is not the fastest horse. He is not the fastest mount in the game. That title goes to the black something horse that you get when you get the upgrade pack. The ultimate upgrade pack for Warriors Orochi 4. The speed of red hair is 290. The speed of the black Pegasus type horse that you get from the upgrade pack is 300. So red hair used to be the fastest, but he's not anymore. But let's make our way through here. I've been kind of putting it off for far too long, so I apologize for that. Opens from the other side. Alright, so we guess we gotta go through here. Or find another way through entirely. I wonder if there's a gallery option. I never really checked it and paid too much time to it. I wonder if there's a gallery option that'll let us look at movies that the game shows us, so we can kind of get like a bit of a recap on the things that happened in Nioh up until this point. So it opens from the other side. So, oh! That's where we need to go. Woo! I took him out instantly, boy! There's just something about being overwhelmingly powerful against foes that normally would kill you in a certain amount of hits. Thinking about playing Nioh to get some practice? Hey, I'm doing that right now. The game is going to be dropping at midnight because I got it digital, so that means it's going to start downloading around that time. So I'm going to be ready to play this game, I want to say in the morning. Or possibly, I might do it at 12 or maybe even earlier at 11. Because I don't have work tonight, so I get to chill. I wanted to kill him with the EI strike. Don't be doing that to me, Muneshige. With your electric sword, looking all bald. Random versus Samurai Warriors and Warriors Orochi Nobunaga versus Sengoku Basara Devil Kings games and anime. Whom would win? Sengoku Basara? The Sengoku Basara version of Nobunaga, I believe, is more powerful than the Nobunaga we get in Samurai Warriors and Warriors Orochi. I mean, the Nobunaga we get in Sengoku Basara literally has a stand. How do you even beat that? So it automatically has to go with the Sengoku Basara version of Nobunaga. So I gotta give it to him. It has to be him. Like, Nobunaga in the Warriors Orochi, even though I have yet to actually officially play him in Warriors Orochi 4, but I kind of wanted to get into it because of how much we talked about him during my last stream. But Nobunaga in Sengoku Basara, he literally, his intro is him coming up from the underworld, saying that he wants to raise it in fire. And he literally has a stand, and he has a super powerful shotgun. And you know what? I'm going to look up a video of his gameplay, because it's been a while since I played Sengoku Basara on the PS3. I'm kind of upset that they don't have one for the PS4 right now. But yeah, that Sengoku, that Nobunaga. That's not the end of the fighting, is it? Or is it? Oh, recently, have y'all heard that Reggie Fils-Aimé has been appointed a head of board of directors for GameStop? Joganseo.
これが秀忠様がお探しになっておられたものか。安心殿、こたびは助かり申した。また何かあればよろしく頼みまする。
Sengoku Basara Nobunaga is so obviously evil too. No subtext, no subtlety, no chill. He is very well voiced though. He is. He's the antithesis. Well, he is the definition of a just supremely evil individual in a video game. When we leave this, I'm going to check and see if we can check out videos from the gallery. Hopefully, we'll be able to see videos of Nioh so that way we can get a recap on things that have happened thus far. If not, it's all good. I am most grateful for your help, Sir Anji. Come to think of it, we have known each other for quite a while now. My, how time has passed since our paths first crossed in Kyushu. Though Genichio is no longer with us, she lives on within me in spirit. The Tachibana clan is a blossoming flower of justice, and I shall never allow it to wilt. She taught me that. If it lives on, so does her memory. Alright, we got Everlasting Duty, and that's the last one. But, Amrita Memories. Ah, there it is. So will it let us look through it all? Okay, it will. Ginchio is another of my favorite samurai warrior characters. But it looks like we can. Kyushu region, Chugoku region, Kinki region, Tokai region, Sekigahara, Omi, Tohoku, Siege of Osaka, Yep. We can look at through all this so we can get a recap on the events of Nioh. All the way up. Well, recap on these events, because Nioh 2 is set during Nobunaga's rise to power. Nioh 1 is set after he is gone and died. Like, it's literally set 100 years after. So, Nioh 2 is set 100 years before. So, this is just the events of Nioh, just to give you a rough idea what happens beforehand. Like, during, and then Nioh 2 is going to give us events that happens leading up to this. Toyotomi Hideyori, we've already looked through this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this last mission here. And then we're gonna look through the cinematics and go from beginning to end. I got nothing but time, so let's do it.
I sense a large demonic presence ready to wreak havoc in the lands of Osaka. Though the yokai were eliminated in the last battle, their evil lives on and is growing in the hopes of manifesting itself once more. Casting a blind eye to the situation will only put the country in grave danger. I must ask that you take action before it is too late.
And because he acts so nicely, we will do so. Erected in 1583, Osaka Castle was built by Toyotomi Hideyoshi in an effort to surpass Oda Nobunaga's Azuchi Castle. Its resplendent gold design, complete with countless treasures, inspired awe in all who visited the castle. After Hideyoshi's death, Yodogimi used his treasures to employ numerous ronin with the intention of preparing for battle against Ieyasu. It was said that alongside the ever-increasing number of ronin in Osaka Castle was an equally large supply of spirit stones, with a foreign woman overseeing the entire operation. I also like her sometimes rival, Yoshihino Shimatsu, aka Hammerman. I know exactly who you're talking about. He's got a mustache that puts him on par with the Mario Brothers. Toyohisa is pretty cool too. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Wait a minute, hold up. Are we just gonna straight up fight the Ninetales here? Ninetales and Toyotomi? I'm sorry! Oh no! No one warned me! No one told me! How you gonna do me like this? Help me! He chose poorly. Hold on, I need some ravioli for strength. Well, now we don't have to go through the story mission in order to fight Ninetales. We can just fight them right here. And of course, I just got Hulk slammed. I'm doing more damage to the Ninetales than I am Hideyoshi, which is working out fine for me. Oh! Okay, so it's a good thing I'm using the Dragon Sword because I would not be doing this much damage otherwise. This sword was made to kill demons, so this is a perfect fight. This is a perfect sword for this fight. No, you don't! No, you don't! Give me back my souls! I don't care, as long as I manage to get that 2 billion Amrita back. You're not knocking me out that easily. You know what? I don't think I appreciate your tone right now. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be cheap. Oh! Even with the boost from my living weapon, it still wasn't enough. I gotta take out Hideyori. Max familiarity with the Dragon Sword. All right. No, boy, you gonna fight on my terms. You left yourself open. Receive the title Toyotomi Hideyori Smasher. It is done. Hayabusa style Kusarigama. Divine Fragment, which is useful for upgrading certain pieces of gear. Now you can still get the Hayabusa armor from different enemies. It's just that you can't forge it unless you beat the Hayabusa member themselves. And even then, that was a chore to get. But hey, we took down the Nine Tails and Hideyori. So I call that a win.
You did well, Sir Anjin. Yokai are born from disturbed human hearts, like heartless, except with more dismemberment. Even in a land without war, as long as there are people, yokai will exist alongside them. I pray that you stay with us, Sir Anjin, to ensure Japan's continued prosperity. In fact, nothing could please me more.
And if we look at the country map, it still says we got one more mission to go. Somewhere. I don't see it. Oh! One right here. The Fair for the Afterlife. So this is the last mission.
Anjin, you must have noticed there is a voice calling to you from the underworld. While I do not sense any evil, I leave the decision to investigate it in your hands. However, as the identity of the voice remains a mystery, I advise you keep your wits about you.
Heartless or hollows? Yes. And this mission is slightly less difficult than the Ninetales and Hideyori fight. But I don't put it past them to put something cheap in this last one. Yomotsu Hirasaka is said to be the entrance of the underworld. Upon passing through it, visitors will find the river Sanzu separating the human world from the hereafter. The sheer number of dead souls produced from the ongoing war has attracted large numbers of yokai. My dragon sword is ready, and so is my body. The counters were going good until he started to doing them dual EI strikes there. Nope. Sit down, boy. Who next? Who wants to catch these hands? Next! Next! go! Oh boy. Really loves using this move, doesn't he? Good lord! That could have been bad. Oh man! Forgotten how annoying this guy was to fight. Cut that out already! You left yourself open. Whew. Huh? I'm sorry? There's more? No! Why are there so many of you still here? Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him! We did it! Whew. That was actually getting kind of hectic. That is the first time I ever ran out of elixirs fighting people. Well, I got one back now. But still, Sarutobi is the reason why I ran out of all those elixirs. Him just constantly spamming those jump grabs. It was so much extra, so much extra. But hey, we beat him and Sanada Yukimura. The counter, this right here, this is where the magic happens. If you can build yourself towards thrust damage and countering, you can beat anybody. These guys included, even though I use living weapon on him. Get up, boy, rub some dirt on it.
我ら一同を相手に取り覚悟奮戦するとはまこと強き力よ。わしは三途の川を渡った身、後の世の安寧はお主に託したぞ。
That's what you do when you have a mutual respect for another individual. And we are done. Are there any more missions? It should be. Hey, there it is! Trophy earned, Bringer of Peace.
The voice that beckoned to you belonged to some of the Sanada's mightiest warriors? It is the burden of a samurai to walk with those who he has defeated in battle over the years. A burden that even continues into the afterlife. Anjin, how do you feel now that you have finally reached the end of your own personal battle?
And like that, from the very beginning of the game all the way to the last DLC. The blue bar signifies how many missions you completed, and when it's completely full, that's everything, which means this was every mission in the game. Whew. Alright, now yokai illustrations. Oh, we got the nine-tailed fox again. Okay, so as you can see, nine-tailed fox, monstrous individual, half woman a little bit, because you can see the hands here. You know, the lady that I showed you before. The nine-tailed fox is a fox-based yokai that has lived for over 1,000 years and possesses strong magical powers. Foxes that mysteriously obtain magical powers become yokai, and the longer the fox has lived, the stronger his powers become, with the number of tail it possesses increasing accordingly as well. Fox spirits with one tail have only weak magical powers and are as intelligent as the average human. But those that live 1,000 years eventually grow 9 tails, and are believed to have a level of intelligence that far exceeds that of even the most intelligent of humans. Yet you attack in a bestial manner. The most famous and well-known nine-tailed fox in history is perhaps Tamamo no Mae, who disguised herself as a lady of the court in an attempt to sow seeds of political discord during the Heian period. However, once an Amyo mage revealed her true form, she was driven out of the capital and into the Nasu mountains of Shimotsuki province. Ooh, Shimotsuki! Haven't seen that since Yasuye. Present-day Tochigi Prefecture, where she transformed herself into a stone. Those that ventured too close to the stone fell victim to the poisonous air around it, earning it the name the Killing Stone. And in order to unlock this last thing for Ninetales, we need to defeat it one more time. You know what? Let's go ahead and take on that mission we did before. Guardians of the Shadows. Where is it? Warrior of Keen Judgment. That's not it. Everlasting Duty. Let's take this on again so we can find out that last entry for the Ninetales. Pretty much going to be doing this for all the bosses in Nioh 2 just so I can find out what they are. Because there's so much history and backstory behind it. Okay, that hurt. But I'm not as worried. Ow! That hurt. Ah, I was so close to killing it! Ow! Oh, she biting me! Oh, now you want to play keep away. Aha! You should have been more careful, boy! Should have been more careful. Dragon sword right there, but we don't need it because we have the superior version. Now we can look at that final entry for the Ninetales. And I still got time, so we can kind of look through some of the cinematics. I don't know, will we have time for that? It's 4 right now. You probably made her mad because you killed her. Yeah, she mad. She was mad. Alright, now we can look at the next one. Many theories abound of fox spirits other than Tamamo no Mae taking the form of a beautiful woman to lay waste to certain ancient provinces. There are also a number of ancient texts suggesting that in addition to fox spirits that sought to tempt the hearts of men to invoke conflict, there also existed benevolent spirits that aimed to bring peace to the world. It might be appropriate to assume that, like with many things in life, there are two sides to a fox spirit, one violent and one peaceful. Unfortunately, the one we face was not of the benevolent variety. And then we got the giant yokai chicken turkey made from living bodies thing. And then we had the Magatsu Warrior. This dude I hate so much because he can stab you with his front swords and then use his extra arms to just juggle you midair for a combo. It's nasty. Then we have the fox spirit. Look, it even has red around its face like Amaterasu from Okami. Except, you know, it doesn't look as cool. Then we have the Harinobo. Then the Snowclops. Just basically a frozen Cyclops there. Red Kappa. Rokurokubi. I just call him the Neckman. These yokai feature elongated necks, although they are indistinguishable from regular humans when their necks is retracted. This enables them to blend in with regular society so much that it said some Rokurokubi do not even realize they are not human. In such cases, the Rokurokubi often learn of their true nature from people who see the yokai's necks elongate while they sleep. So, some of them will keep their necks, you know, inside their bodies all the time to the point where they forget that they're actually yokai, and it's only revealed to them when people tell them, hey, your neck stretched out while you were sleeping. Oh, it stretched out? Yeah, like it stretched out across the bed. So, Namahage. Yeah, I hate these guys as well. They're all big, mean, and they like to hit real hard. At least they used to hit real hard until I got some really good gear on. 100 Eyes. I remember back when my friend Brandon, he could not get past 100 Eyes. So, the first time he fought 100 Eyes, he enabled share play so I could play his game over the PlayStation, and I beat 100 Eyes. Even though there is a bit of a input lag when it comes to certain things, I still managed to beat this guy. So that was a bit of a highlight for me. I'm not trying to boof myself up, but it was just an amazing moment for me to beat a guy, for me to beat this boss in someone else's game, playing from their system with a reduced input reaction. So literally when I would hit a button, literally like maybe a second later, that's when certain actions would happen. So I still managed to beat him, even despite the fact that the game connection wasn't like input perfect. So there's a lot of benevolence right there. Desynced warrior build. Yeah, right, Brandon. Real. I didn't even know you were in here. Did I miss you talking about something earlier, or were you just lurking? But yeah, beating this guy for you on your game while doing share play and the input lag was reduced. The fact that I managed to do that, yeah, that's literally one of the highlights of the game for me. Then we got Yamata no Orochi. And we have, well, it's only going to show one head because it's too big. But the different horns signify something different. But there's a lot. Just tuned in, to be honest. We're just looking through some things because I just finished the last mission for the last DLC. I hadn't done it up to this point. I just got the trophy for it. And just running through some things, you know, getting reaccustomed to the controls before the game becomes playable for me at midnight. After which is, you know, I'm gonna get ready for it because I'm playing that sucker tomorrow. Then we have the Gashadokuro, which is essentially a giant yokai from, well, here. A giant skeleton yokai summoned by Kelly. It represents the combined grudge and fury of the warriors who fell at Sekigahara, transformed into a terrifying skeleton. Its huge body emits horrible ki. A single fearsome glance has the power to send humans scattering. Being comprised of the angry spirits of countless soldiers, it possesses a tremendously aggressive and combative spirit. It throws bones, stomps enemies, and summons small skeletons as foot soldiers. Powered by the spikes set by Kelly, the skeleton will be difficult to defeat in normal battles. Invert the power of the spikes to give yourself the advantage in battle. Okay, so that's just giving you a little bit of tips on how to defeat it. Then we have the Ogress. Oh, snap, I forgot about this lady. Clip your nails, lady! Then we have the Giant Toad, which is the father of Hattori Hanzo, which is pretty much the previous Hattori Hanzo, because you know, the sons of Hattori Hanzo always inherit the name in line of the Iga clan. Pronounced Giant Toad. The Giant Toad is, as its name implies, a giant yokai in the form of an enormous toad. This one is even larger than a human being, capable of standing on two legs and even wielding a spear. Legends say that toads, which are long-lived, are particularly capable of attaining consciousness and turning yokai, but there are other theories as well, such as interacting with a guy named Jiraiya, and, you know, a kid named Naruto, and then introducing the whole concept of Sage Jutsu, and Sage Arts, and then, well, it just goes on from there. This particular yokai's original form was Hattori Hanzo's father, the first Hanzo, to bear the title. Feared as Oni Hanzo for his ability to lead the Iga clan, he forced those who would succeed him to undergo harsh training. It seems this devotion to the future of his clan bound itself to this world and transformed into the form of a giant toad to continue training his successors. Hold on, any updates? Okay. Top 5 overpowered people and One Piece Power Warriors. Okay, so it's not new info yet. And transform into the form of a giant toad to continue training his successors. In addition to excelling at leaping attacks, its long tongue can punch its pipe outwards for long-range hits. It can also use the pipe smoke to conjure the yokai realm in order to toy with its enemies. Only a truly powerful warrior, haha, me, stands a chance at beating this monster amphibian. So, the fact is, we are going to be able to encounter Oni Hanzo during the events of Nioh 2. So, not only are we interacting with his son here, but in Nioh 2, we're going to be able to interact with the father. And, well, we already know that there are going to be people out there rocking some mad ninja builds. Who knows if it's going to be as broken as it was before they patched it out in this first game. But we'll have to see. If ninjutsu is just crazy, if ninjutsu becomes crazy strong, that we can make it, oh, I think Chris is going to like being a ninja. White Tiger, pronounced Byakko. The White Tiger is one of the 4 legendary beast gods of the cardinal direction, said to be protector of the West. It takes the form of a magnificent tiger covered in gleaming white fur. Traditionally worshipped alongside the blue dragon of the east, the vermilion bird of the south, and the black turtle of the north. After the shield around Mount Hiei was broken, it released the Aratama fiends, which subsumed a yokai cat known as Nekomata and transformed it into the White Tiger. Tigers and cats are related and share many things in common. Nekomata represents cats that have achieved magical powers after reaching a very old age, and are known as guardian spirits. It is presumed that the power of the fiends transformed a normal Nekomata into this holy beast. Normally, the 4 legendary beast gods do not harm humans, but overwhelmed by the negativity of the fiends, the White Tiger has lost its balance and began attacking anything around it. Normally, its movements are fast and furious. Haha, fast and furious yokai drift. And it drives away pestilential influences. I never said that word before. With its righteous light. Yuki Onna, also known as No, the previous wife of Nobunaga himself. Pronounced Yuki Onna, yokai women enveloped in a haze of icy cold air, also treated as incarnations of snow. Yuki Onna is a well-known presence in snowy regions. Some legends hold that a woman who dies an unnatural death during a snowstorm will return as a Yuki Onna. Her breath is so powerfully cold that it freezes on contact, and cases of one breath freezing an entire home to death are not unknown. The Yuki Onna of Honnoji Temple is Princess No, resurrected in yokai form by Kelly's dark magic. Her grief over the death of her beloved husband Oda Nobunaga froze the entire city of Kyoto. It is said if one with the power to control ice and snow is armed with a naginata, they might stand a chance against her. Yeah, I didn't use that. Princess No is her common name, taken from her hometown in Mino Province, modern-day Gifu Prefecture. Her real name is Kicho. Nobunaga loved her noble and fierce personality. They were a happy couple, but perished together in the flames of Honnoji Temple. Relationship goals, it seems. Jorogumo. Pronounced Jorogumo, a horrific fusion of a woman's torso and with the lower body of a spider, ensnares humans in her sticky threads, then devours them alive. How? You don't have a... I'm not even going to wonder how you even do that. In spite of her giant size, can freely climb walls and ceilings. Her arachnid legs are covered in a thick shell, making them highly resistant to damage. That's why you gotta hit that part right there. Heihachi's wife has one of those tiger spirits with her in the last Tekken game. Tekken 7? Interesting. Its true form is the priceless one-of-a-kind Hiragumo teapot. The true form of this yokai is a teapot. Named for its flattened appearance, the teapot's full name is actually Kotemyo Hiragumo. It was a beloved possession of Matsunaga Hisahide, Lord of Shigisan Castle, and we've pretty much encountered him before because he runs the tea house here in Nioh 1, and he's an actual enemy in Nioh 2. In folklore, spiders and their sticky webs have long symbolized obsession, and it is thought that the Hiragumo teapot, I can't speak, sorry, too much ravioli. Hiragumo teapot is acting as a nexus that interwove the souls of the many soldiers who died at Shigisan into a ferocious spider yokai. Umibozu! Pronounced Umibozu, a large and very strange-looking yokai that inhabits ocean waters. Also known as Umi Niodo and Umi Hoshi, a famed yokai of many legends. It takes its name, which literally means sea monk, from its round, bald head. Yes, because you can tell that this form here is clearly bald. Its appearances inevitably herald violent storms. Its body is a mass of water as large as a mountain. Its body contains an amrita core, and the light from it emanates from between the waves to resemble eyes. Its tiniest movement can create titanic waves, sending even the stoutest of ships to the bottom of the sea with all men aboard. Even should you manage to approach the Umibozu during a storm, it will provide a formidable opponent. It attacks with tentacle-like appendages formed from water and can spit the debris from former wrecks out at hurricane speeds. Some legends claim that it is susceptible to fire. Great Centipede! Pronounced Omukade. Omukade. Literally 100 legs in Japanese. This yokai takes the form of a giant centipede. Normal centipedes are commonly encountered in forests and mountains throughout Japan, and even at their small size, pack enough poison in their bites to cause swelling or even paralysis. Which is why I don't like centipedes in general, or anything that has poison in it, or anything that bites, or anything with teeth that has intent to embed itself in my skin. A giant yokai centipede, however, has fangs powerful enough to crush bone, like you even less. Formed from the killer rocks scattered around the silver mine. Normally, of course, these rocks, which spew poison gases, are incapable of movement. But the spirit of an ancient centipede seems to have attached itself to multiple rocks, controlling them as if they were the segments of its former living body. Consisting as it does of multiple rocks, its segments freely break off and fuse back together. Its body twists in strange patterns that can disorient human eyes. Its tendency to spit venom means any who would face it need to take precautions against poisoning. Nioh! A yokai chimera. Its fanged mouth terrorizes its prey with an eerie cry. Nioh is wreathed in dark smoke, making it difficult to discern its overall appearance. Versus here, where it doesn't have any smoke at all, and you can clearly see what it is. It's got them googly eyes. Its ability to summon thunder has earned it the alternate name of Raiju, the Thunder Beast. Possesses a monkey face, a tiger's torso, and snake for a tail. Its mane is quilled and sharp enough to cut any who approach. Never had that happen during a game. In addition to fierce claw and fang attacks, it can hurl itself bodily with enough force to smash a stone wall. There are many legends of Nioh appearing in Japan, unleashing lightning and causing all sorts of disasters. One legend holds that a fearsome cry heralded the appearance of a Nioh over the royal palace in Kyoto every night, draining the young emperor of vitality. Lot to go through. No medicine could cure him, but after the samurai Minamoto Yorimasa felled the Nioh with an arrow, the emperor, I cannot say words, the emperor recovered at once. Yorimasa was bestowed with a beautiful sword called Shishio, King of the Lions, as a reward. Shishonson! Hino Enma. Batwoman! A yokai taking the form of a young woman, deceives humans and drinks their blood. Essentially a vampire yokai. The name Hino Enma literally means flying bad luck, and she is believed to cause all manner of troubles and misfortunes. She is believed to have been born from the angry soul of an innocent woman senselessly struck down in the heat of a battle. Drinking the blood of men to replenish her life force and beauty, she hides her aggression and insanity. Her malevolence is well enough known that her name has been used as an idiom for misconduct since times of old. Obsession is a cruel mistress. Enchants men to immobilize them, then sucks their blood and key life force. The insidious part is that your mind may remain clear while your body freezes like a stone. When you face the Hino Enma, I am so sorry I cannot speak. When you face the Hino Enma, make sure to carry effective measures for paralysis, because she loves to hit you with it at all times. Anryoki! A huge red Oni born from a pack of angry ghosts. Sorry, I had to burp there a little bit. Geralt of Rivia versus Morbius. That's actually a tough one. I need to get back to you on that. Half of its face is contorted in anger, the other twisted with grudge. The faces of countless vengeful ghosts appear across its body. letting out shrieks that send terror down the spines of all within earshot. Filled with fury and grudge, the sight of a living human sends it into a berserk rampage. Its preferred attack, using iron balls and chains draped over its body, is powerful enough to defeat even highly experienced samurai. The two horns on its head emit a weird glow. It is said that horns represent the source of power for an Oni, meaning they lose their strength if their horns are damaged, but only the most powerful and precise strike could hope to shatter them. Then we have regular enemies. Everyone else is just like bosses and what have you. But let's go to character directory, and there's one specific person that I want to take a look at. Obsidian Samurai. He could be played by Digimon Hatsu if they wanted to. Yasuke was a warrior under Oda Nobunaga, a black African-born man of imposing build. He first came to Nobunaga's attention as a servant of a Christian missionary, leaving that position and entering Nobunaga's service at the latter's request. He was treated as a samurai rather than a servant, and is said to have sworn fealty to Nobunaga for life. Nobunaga had never seen a black person before, and it was only after seeing Yasuke undress and bathe that Nobunaga finally believed that his skin color was genuine. Yasuke was favored not only with status, but also with weaponry and equipment, and participated in the pacification of Kai province and other operations. He was by Nobunaga's side at his final stand at Honnoji Temple, and, on his own initiative, bore away his lord's remains after Nobunaga's death. Later, he would be persuaded by the newly arrived Kelly to assist in the resurrection of the Overlord. Cool, Yasuke is in this game. Yep, and you get to fight him a couple of times. Dude is a boss. You know how cool it is to know that we had a black samurai in real life? So cool. Then the man himself, Oda Nobunaga. Oda Nobunaga was a daimyo during the Warring States period. Well, actually, hold on. Still got this beefaroni I want to finish real quick. Alright, where was I? I still got a little bit more, but it's a lot better than it was where it was before. I may just hold off on trying to go through the cinematics themselves and probably just read through them. Or I might just stop here with Nobunaga, just so I can rest up, because it's already like 4 something, and if I continue on, I'll keep going until the nighttime, and then I won't have time to really rest for myself. So I'll probably just end it here after reading through Oda Nobunaga. Oda Nobunaga was a daimyo during the Warring States period who dominated central Japan, including the capital Kyoto. He rose to the official position of Minister of the Right in the court hierarchy and was sometimes known as Ufu, a version of that title, but was more commonly called the Overlord. He was simply called the Overlord. His rule began with the conquest of Owari Province, present-day Aichi Prefecture. A miraculous victory at the Battle of Okehazama expanded his influence dramatically, letting him take Kyoto and Sakai. Conquest of the entire nation seemed within his grasp, but he was betrayed by his own vassals and met his end at Honnoji Temple. His revolutionary tactics included the use of firearms, and this flexible, rational approach changed the course of history by paving the way for the rise of Toyotomi Hideyoshi and other successors. Nobunaga was insatiably curious, particularly about what lay beyond Japan's borders, kind of like Odin. He took great pleasure in the world globes and clocks presented to him by Christian missionaries, and showed favor to the foreigner Yasuke. Once his conquest of Japan seemed certain, he gleefully looked forward to venturing even further afield to see what else the world held. To help him cross the seas and satisfy this curiosity, he decided to make use of the Spirit Stones. Okay, this is where it starts to take some liberties into his history. He decided to make use of the Spirit Stones, in other words, Amrita. This would prove the trigger for his betrayal by Akechi Mitsuhide, who prioritized a harmonious social order over innovation and discovery. Nobunaga was a cultured man who loved the tea ceremony, poetry, the game of Go, and dance. This man was cultured! His views on life and death are said to have been summed up by these lines in the Kawakami song and dance piece, Atsumori, which he frequently performed himself. A man's 50 years, compared even to the lowest celestial realm, are but a dream, having been born what shall not pass away. Although offered a second life by Kelly, Nobunaga rejected this as distasteful and passed on to the next world instead. So, let me just put this into perspective for you. Out of every single boss that you fight in this game, barring Maria, Nobunaga is the only one you cannot beat, because he literally beats us. And at the end of it, he literally just looks at us and just says, okay, forget you guys, I'm going home. Alright, I'ma head out. Dude just says, okay, I know you brought me back, but I don't want to be here. This was a nice fight, but I'm tired. And then he just leaves into the afterlife. After being resurrected, people who are resurrected tend to be under Kelly's control. Not Nobunaga. Nobunaga says, oh, your spirit stones brought me back to life, and now I'm under your control? Who decided that? I'm supposed to attack this man and kill him under your command? Who decided that? I am Oda Nobunaga, and I am the one who gets to decide. He lets us live, and then he just passes on. And the cinematic where he fights us, actually, you know what? If I do show one cinematic, that's going to be it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Alright, let's just check out when he gets resurrected, and then we'll check out when he passes on.
Just in time. I have resurrected the most feared overlord in all Japan, Nobunaga Oda! The flames of war will envelop this country once again!
And you gotta love the fact that his guardian spirit is a giant celestial looking peacock. It's sick. It is so sick. Alright, that's when he's resurrected. Within the hallowed halls of the Hakakudo inside Azuchi Castle, Nobunaga lives once more. Kelly finally succeeds in his evil plot to throw Japan back into a state of never-ending war and chaos. With his endgame finally near, Kelly orders the resurrected Nobunaga to kill William. This is what happens after the fact.
What are you waiting for?
この信長を利用しようとは見くびられたものよ。誰かに使われるのは面白ない。戯れは終わりじゃ。久しぶりに面白い余興であったぞ。この信長の野望、道半ばであったが未練なぞない。猿も狸もわしの敷いた道を歩んでおる。この信長をただの改まとしてよみがえらせようなどと風流のわからぬ漬物よ。跳ねた首、流れた血も茶の湯も舞も混然たる我が生。うぬらの神のように復活するも悪うはないが、ひとたび生を受け滅せぬもののあるべきか。
Fool of a samurai! You wasted my time!
Yeah. Nobunaga knows how to talk to him. Can't tell this man what to do. He's Nobunaga. But yeah, it's kind of epic right there. But that's where I'm going to cut it off for today, folks. We finally got all the missions completed for Nioh, and I can't wait for Nioh 2 because I'm going to be building for a samurai yokai type build. But then again, we're going to have to see how far this is going to go. So, thank you everyone for coming out to see me today. I had a wonderful time spending time with you guys, talking to you guys. It really helped open up my eyes, helped me to, be a better person and, be careful what I say when it comes to certain situations, and also being able to impart wisdom upon you guys as well. Thank you for the continued support of this channel, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video, so have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later peoples! See you in Nioh 2. I'll look up Nobunaga's speech. Later, peoples!